Hello, hello. Welcome. A little while since I've played ARK. Sorry, I had to take a break from ARK for a little bit, but something to play. Alright, I'm just getting everything fired up and ready to go. Alright. we are back. Alright, I got some orange juice, I got some coffee. It's gonna be a good day on the island. We just finished listening to John Williams' Jurassic Park theme. Iconic piece of music. I don't know why, it just feels like I really wanted to hear that before I start in. So we're going to open up, we're gonna turn the music back up on ARK. We're playing on Ragnarok again today. So the last time I was on, we were building kind of like a fortified bridge. Just gonna take a minute to pass some people. It's not that it's lag or anything. It's just loading time. Shout out to those making a mod. Find it on the workshop. Tobacco pipe filled up here. And yes, when I say that, I'm not using a euphemism or anything. I literally do smoke tobacco out of a pipe. That's all cigarettes. Tobacco out of a pipe. Alright, so I'm going to just show off this build real quick. We had just finished it the last time I was playing. It needs some aesthetic stuff, but I don't think I'm going to work on that just yet. I think what I really want to do is, well, first of all, clean out my inventory now. So let's do that. Well, it's going to take me a minute to get used to this again. I'm going to take all of this stuff out. I believe that we are done with it. All this. Just so that I can move. Not really worried about myself. Admin tool for easily moving around the world and some previous tools. Yeah, we can get rid of that too. Right. So I'm gonna have to take my dinos out, but for now I just want to show off my build here before we move on. I had some ideas while I was taking my little break here from ARK. I had some ideas about other things that I want to build. So let's take ourselves out here, and we'll show you guys. This is what we were working on. So this was our build. I mean, I just, for some reason, I saw this, like, gap between these two sides here, and I wanted to, like, I saw it, and I went, you know what would look really good there? A fucking bridge that connects the two sides. I still want to make this a sanctuary for my, how would you say, my aquatic dinos. But for right now, I think what I really want to start getting into is I'm not really all that sure. I really want, like, it would be nice to start off with like a fresh build right now, something different. Get back over here. Why am I still encumbered? I can't be, dude. Can't be. No. Okay, so this is just how fast you move while you're... Don't know why. should be able to move faster than my sprint speed, but yeah. Walk. W-A. There we go. Yeah, there. Much better. So I think the next play is going to be to pick a new place to set up a new base. So I think what I really want to do is, so yeah, here we are on the map. This is Bridge Base, and then we have Cliffside, which is my primary base up there. And then I have an Arctic base over here in the Arctic, in this little Arctic area, off in this direction, somewhere around, I don't know, I want to say like 28, 30, 31, 28, 32, somewhere like that. Um, so I think what I really want to do is just find a place to start to build at, and we're not going to use I'm not going to use because I'm building a base. Like this structure was massive. This structure was a massive build, and it would have taken me probably weeks to build this. If I was just farming the resources a little bit at a time, and it would have taken fucking forever. I feel like when I make another base, like another base setup, which is what I really want to do, I'm gonna like farming the resources and such. So for right now, I think the best thing to do is to take my dinos, take them back to my my primary. We're gonna do that first, but first things first, I have to make sure that all their inventory is cleared out, at least so that their weight is good. Speaking of melee, I have a lot of levels. It was a long time, I guess. Okay, what about you? What do you got? 6 points. What, you skunk? How much weight do you got on you? 1,300, huh? What do you got on you? You actually got a lot of stuff on you. We're gonna get your all this crap in your inventory. You're gonna be carrying my people. So, all right. So the next thing to do is I'm gonna one by one. I'm gonna take these guys and move them out outside here. I'm gonna demolish all of this stuff so that it's not just sitting here anymore. Not really sure what we have going on, to be honest. Oh, look at this. We have a bunch of stuff. Okay, so that'll be like one of the last things I'm going to do, I think. Oh, wow, look at all this food. Okay, so that'll be one of the first things. Food out of here. Alright, let's go get my... I don't even cat heavy that transports everything around. So that's why her name is Cat. That's why his name is Cat. There we go. Look at you, just collecting up stuff all over. You get to keep your trophies, like always. Your trophies are yours. You get to keep those. All this other stuff is fine. What do we got in here? Oh wow, look at this. Crap. Alright. I brought my scuba stuff over here to work on building the platforms from below, but we're not going to need that now, so we're just going to take everything over here. Give it to you. I'm going to take my equipment back, but you can hold on to the rest of this stuff. Oh my, 160, 113. Holy crap. I mean, whatever. Got that. Yeah. blueprints, blueprints, blueprints. Take my GPS back, thank you. Hold on to all that stuff. This can get thrown out. This can get thrown out. These can get thrown out. I really want to build a base over in the area. That's empty. Oh wow! Look at all this spoiled meat. It's all. I guess I can hold on to that. Yeah, what about you? Oh my God! Look at all the cementing paste. Holy crap! Cementing. Paste. Oh yeah. No, we're not leaving. 5,000 cementing paste? Yeah, that's not good. Can't do that. I can keep the spoiled meat stuff. Let's also grab. I'm gonna move you closer here. Grab this stuff out of here. Oh, look at that. Oh, right, because everything is cut. The weight of everything is cut. That mod. I had to make that. I had to use that mod, dude. It was becoming so frustrating for me to constantly be stuck having to like open inventory, move to stack to like when you're on the industrial scale like this, like an industrial scale with these things. I think the rest of this is okay, right? What I want to do is, wow, look at all this metal. I'm gonna have to take the fucking. Yeah, I can't let that much metal go to waste. All the stone and stuff. All this metal. We're gonna use the mod to take the metal. Hopefully it won't be too heavy for Cat to carry him and all of this metal. But yeah, I can't leave all that metal here. Make sure all we get is the metal. Oh my God. See, this is what I mean. It takes so long to do this because I don't have the inventory capacity to hold a lot of stuff, which is kind of frustrating. Alright, let's see. Where do you... Oh, of course you toss it out the back, but that's fine. I can move mod over to that side. That way. Her invincible. Maud is a girl. Okay. Here. Oh. Did you really just shove me with your tail? You're lucky I can still. I think I moved. How am I still encumbered? Oh my God, dude. What? Why are you not transferring the rest of it? Are you kidding me? What the hell? Aw, son of a bunny. Alright, I guess we put the rest of the metal in here, and then we'll come back for it. Oh, actually, I should be able to give some directly to... Oh, man, that's it. This is a lot of metal to, like, leave, you know. Oh, come on. Did you really just kick me away? Are you serious? Especially if I'm going to build a base up in where the volcano is, I want it to be built out of metal. I don't want it to be built out of metal. It has to be metal or it's not going to come out right. What else can survive that level up there? Just stone. I don't want it to look like a castle. Like this is a nice build, don't get me wrong, and I really enjoy it. Take a quick peek at what it looks like from like, that looks incredible. Like that build, this build turned out really nice. Really nice. So, let's start. We can start now. Start transferring everything. You know what? I think I might be able to get the rest of the metal that we're carrying. Yeah. Too much inventory management, man. Too much inventory management. That should work, though. Oh my god, look, I have enough to make this right now. Just the next. Okay, let's do it. Come on, mod, we're going back to base. Wow, I just barely came in under the weight. Underweight. Oh, I can... There we go. Sorry, I have a mod that lets me auto fly in one direction. I wish I had a mod that let you, like, select a fucking place on the map and automatically fly you to that spot. But, yeah, that might... That would be a nice mod to have. Just like pick a coordinate and fly it, and it'll like if you're on a flyer, it'll just fly you over that coordinate. It won't fly you up or down. It'll just take you exactly in that direction. I shouldn't have to make any hits. The cat has a ridiculous game. Can't wake up until I get my coffee. Can't drink my coffee until it cools down a little more. Alright, base off here. See where that, like, directly to my right elbow, that green square there, my base is right off to the left. That's a cool waterfall. I wish I had seen that over there. I'm not going to go and build a base that close to my current base, but I would like to start expanding. I had a couple of cool ideas. Like, what do you think about like, a sky bridge? Like the way that I build my multi-level buildings, but we create like one high enough that you can like literally walk across the top of for it. We need to take you down here so we can start forging these metals into metal bars. I need to build a factory here. It's a real pain in the butt that happens. Just like this will happen. 7,000 metal. Oh, come on. You're not going to let me open up that inventory? You gotta be kidding me. Why can't I open you up? Oh, I can't open it from this side. I should be able to, but it won't let me. There we go. Now you won't let me open it up. This game. Alright, so that takes care of mod stuff. I'm just gonna take out the rest of the rest of her over here. For the wooden here. That's good. Right. Time goes in here because it's new use and stuff. I don't know if you guys like the first video walking crafting parts of my build. The reason, so the way that this is laid out is that everything. So everything is laid out in the So everything is laid out that it's close enough that I can access the materials from the benches that need those materials. So like in here we have chitin and charcoal, carrots, and all of the stuff out of this, right? So this is the chemistry method. We need charcoal. We need charcoal. We need flint, and we need create gunpowder, spark powder. So, because I only need charcoal and chitin on the chemistry bench, it's put in so that it's not sharing. I don't need charcoal in any other bench. So it's in the only this one that's touching. For things that I need across the board, like metal, or leather, that goes in here. So like I have the metal is in here, like the metal ingots are in here, because I can quickly pull them out once they're done forging. I can throw them out onto the ground and then pick them up and I can turn around and put them up in here, because metal is used in both. Well, metal comes out of here, goes into here, and is used in both of these benches. And it doesn't matter which bench I need it at. I can literally stand and pull it. So like this one over here has only materials that are used in both, and either or both of smithing wood. So like all of those types of materials like fiber, crystal, polymer. So it's either used in one or both of these. Right? Anything in here is either used in one or both of these. and anything in here can be used as things that might be used in all three of the benches, and it's close enough to boards that I can quickly empty out the board and fill all of the material without having to move. So in this way, it doesn't matter if I'm encumbered or not. I can take out like as many stacks of metal as I need and then throw them in here. If I need more hide, I can take out as many stacks of hide that I need from here, and I can throw them here to make that, right? And oil goes in here. So that's how this is that's why this is laid out in kind of a circle around the center block. It's because everything that any table could need, or that is used in multiple of these tables, this is like the connecting center block. So if you look at it from above, look down on it from above, it's just a circle, a giant circle, with a big circle, the storage in the places that you need the storage for. I didn't just use one storage vault because it makes it easy. First of all, I'd run out of storage because of all the materials that I need. And I know I haven't filled these up yet, but they will be at some point. I'll have more material and then I have room for in the storage vault, and then I'll have to make a determination of what I'm going to start doing with that stuff. In this one we have 107, we have 150 in that one, and we have 64 in this one. So right there, you're pushing the 300 cap. The 300, yeah, you're pushing it 300. We got 190. That would be 190. 297, 300, 300, yeah, 300, right there. So if I only had the one in the center, there wouldn't be enough room for all the materials that I have, and I need to start crafting immediately. But and then I have this over here for crafting the stuff, but I think I'm just going to this is more over here. Then take the hide, metal, put it in here, put the wood, stone, because you need stone in certain things that table craft. So that's how this area works. If you wanted a good way to lay out a crafting area that eliminates the issue of being encumbered, then this is the best way. I could have used a little more space to get my dinos in here, to unload my dinos, but honestly, like there's enough room for it. So, let me search cementing. Oh wait, cementing case goes on the other side. I'm gonna wait on this. Oh, I need to get this meat up. Let's finish up with metal. Goes on there. So you see, I threw out all of that metal, and now I can just stand here and I can pick up all the metal at once, and I can throw all the metal in here. And then when I have enough metal ingots here, I can just take out. And now I'm not. I wasn't covered. It's a really, really nice layout for that to solve the issue of being when you're moving around large amounts of material. So, long way. They're standing a little bit in my way here. Well, I can go in here because what I'll usually do is I'll get the cementing paste, and then like finished materials will go in the box places. But because cementing paste is primarily here, tables. We can do it this way. What is this? And yeah, like kitten can be used over here as well. But the reason that I put kitten into this one over here instead is because I primarily use kitten. Like it's used so infrequently and it weighs so little that I would rather have the kitten stored over here. Otherwise, this thing would just get way too full, way too quick. I have all this instrumentation here. So I used to have something like 40 stacks of silica pearls in here the last time I went silica farming. But yeah, so there are a couple of different discrepancies in my thing. I might like rethink how I want these like some of these things laid out in the future. But like for right now, it's like this is working exactly as I intended it. So I'm not going to I'm not going to do that yet. Fiber. I honestly think what I'll do is I'll end up putting a carrot in over there because I get such yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So let's so and that way since I get such a little comparatively since I get such few amounts of carrots or such a small stack of carrots from the things that I build. I'll probably end up putting the carrot in here since like these two tables require such little carrot or such little chicken that it makes that sense. So we're gonna put this in here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for like food stuff yet. Like I have a huge cooking area up there right now. I'll get to show you guys the rest of the story in a second. But right now, we're gonna head up there and that we have. What can burn through all that wood. I was making more charcoal for crafting powder the last time. That's why there was leftovers sitting there. So we brought some charcoal for so that I can make more powder. But yeah, let's check and see if Cat has anything else in the inventory that we can possibly use or need to transfer. Yeah, we can throw this powder out. Oh yeah. You see how fast like I just can get filled up on things here? Great. Alright, blueprints away. Put this away. I let my dinos keep their trophies. If they earn trophy, they get I don't know where I put them. So that is that right now. Not 100% sure. Like it's been a while. Wait, I don't think here. No. So I have a place that I'm still in that. Oh, I know. Okay, so the last time before we finish up. The last time I was on, or the last time I worked on, and this is what I'm calling armory. So this is our armory down here. So where do we might be this one. Yep, here's what's that already? Big old battle. I have to go through and look at some of this stuff, but like yeah. So this is all fertilizer. I wonder how my plants are going. I ended up finding an oil refinery or an oil pump, so I can start producing oil once I find an oil vein. And this is for equipment. And then this is just like the main hall. And nothing went out. Good go. I filled this up with 300 spark powder. I'm incredible how fast spark powder. This is the map of the world. Wonder, yeah, you can't put like. I wanted to put markers on it. Seems pretty good. I like it. I like how it just like. I like how it just adds a little bit. I'm going to furnish this more eventually, but it's not something like that I want to. Dinos back over here, sorting out all of the inventory that I have, and then working on deciding, and then I'm going to go flying around to decide where I want to go. Alright, so this area is the gazebo. In case this is the first time you've seen this part of my build. This is the gazebo area. We have, I mean, I like the way that it turned out. If we run up here, I can kind of show you what the top looks like. I think it looks really nice. To be honest, I think it came together really good. We do have a bonfire in the middle here. That kind of brings everything together. We have our cooking area over here, which I'm going to be, yeah, so this is for like cooked meat and jerky and things like that. This fridge is for storing anything that might go into our industrial cooker or come out of our industrial cooker. We have a grill over here for cooking meat on. And then I'm going to bring Cat over here so we can unload Cat's inventory into our jerky farm, our jerky factory. So, and then I usually end up just giving Cat flies me around everywhere and finds meat at such a Alright, so I have to figure out which was the last one. Alright, this is the last. No, that's so this one. Cook meat. Oh man. So I don't want to put the prime meat in. Alright, so that looks good. Like, I wanted one stack of prime meat in every one. So, it looks like we're doing we can put some more prime meat in here. I'll give you this unfinished stack. Just to make enough prime meat jerky, you know. After all. Alright. Now I can take out this stuff. I can take out my stack of prime meat. It looks like I'm gonna have to go track down some more prime meat. I think what I want to do actually is because I have so many oils, I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do. Right now, I'm just gonna throw them in here. I keep a couple of stacks of cooked prime meat that I'm not turning into jerky, just in case I do need some, the regular prime meat, for something. So I think that's what we're gonna do with this excess prime meat here, is just throw them into this. We could take this leftover because I don't like incomplete stacks in certain places. Like for these bins, fine, because they're consuming things as well. But like I would prefer to have this if I can in storage. All right, so we got our garden. I did have at one point, like before I rebuilt this area, like if you go back and watch some of my previous videos, you'll see that there was actually a house, a little a stone structure here. And on top of that stone structure was my what would you call it? Was my greenhouse. Um, so what I did was knock down the greenhouse, but I have enough of these materials, like these plants, to make whatever I want for a long time. So what I ended up doing was tearing down the greenhouse, and then instead of creating a new greenhouse, I just did this to keep these plants, to keep a small supply of these trickling in, because I don't think I'm going to be using all of these ingredients anytime soon. So I feel like having and I know that looks like a greenhouse, but we'll get up there in a second. I'll show you what it actually is. Um, let's see. Do you have anything left in your inventory that I need, cat? Yes, you do. I want these mushrooms from you. You can keep your meat. There we go. I'm gonna throw this power cord down here. Down here. Boom. That looks good. That looks good. Alright, we'll come back up here and now we'll show you the, so this is an aviary that I built for the birds, or for my flying dinos. So, these pterodons are used to make eggs. They're harvesters to fly the cat. To work with. I'm trying to get them up to a high capacity so that I can use them more for scouting things, but right now their capacity, their weight is so low, they're like I can't fly on that, or fly around on that right now. I did just very recently lost the male. The male had the highest weight capacity of all of them, and I needed to get rid of that condition that I had performed. So I ended up dying out in the middle of nowhere, and I had to go rescue. I believe it was Shimmer, which was my last. It was my last Argentavis. So, that's why I don't have a male. So the egg production rather stop here without the male. So I have to go train another male. But I don't need. If you did peek how many eggs that I have in inventory down there and fridge down there, and you understand. I'm sure you understand. So we're gonna take all of this. We're gonna go cook this meat up, and we're gonna put some cooked meat. So what I really wish that like these bins would like preserve stuff, like the food bins for the dinos up there. But I think what I'm going to do actually is just cook this meat and give them cooked meat instead, so it doesn't spoil as quickly. Not that it matters, because I have so much meat anyway that I'm never gonna run out of meat. I mean, in all of these bins, I have crap number of meat. So I think the next thing that I want to do is search for, what is this called? Spoiled? Yeah, spoiled. Spoiled. We're gonna pull out all the spoiled meat, and we're gonna put the spoiled meat into the fridge so we can preserve it for longer, because I really like having a lot of narcotics. I really like having access to narcotics and making reserves of like trank darts and things like that. I just like to not have to wait sometimes. This is a vintage spark powder, so that when spark powder starts running low in any of these, I can just grab spark powder quickly and back up. And that way I don't have to craft spark powder when I'm running low. when that thing runs out of spark powder, then I craft more spark powder. But by then, I've already filled these bins, so it's not a big deal. And I have time for it. Yeah, we're gonna take some meat out, but I don't want to take it out of. You can see my jerky factory. It produces more jerky than I'll ever be able to. But I don't want to use, like, I feel like that's probably what I'm going to do is I get enough stacks of, like, preserved jerky. I'm just going to start throwing the jerky into the food bins. Or food bins for the dinos. So that way, you know, I already produce way more than enough spoiled food. But I don't like having like, I don't like wasting. So if I don't need to, I'll keep as many as I can moving around. So we're gonna take, and I need to go get something. Odd. No. But I want to make more narcotics. So the way that we're gonna do this is here. I'm gonna start powder. All. Actually, that might be a good idea for you to start doing. Is expanding the block. So not this, because this was like a temporary kind of measure just to keep these things growing, right? But I think I have another platform, or I can build another platform, or I can expand this area back here, right, over into this hillside. What I could do is I can bring it down here, right? So basically what we would do is we can create a staircase that goes up there from here, and then we can make a garden up there. That gives us way more room to work with garden. And what I really want to do is make a passive way to collect narco berries, even though it's faster to get to farm the narco berries off of the plants. It's just a pain in the ass to have to go out and destroy stuff for them. So what I really want to do is just create a little farm here, and maybe just expand this off into the side a little bit more. So like maybe add a couple of ceiling tiles. So if I come back here, I can just make a little farm area, and because the water and the electrical connections are already here, I can just tap off of these. And then I can leave the water connection for the plants that are up there where it's at. And then I can have my garden back here of the berries. So like I'm not sure if I want to move this garden yet, or at all. I kinda like the way that it makes kind of like that it adds a little bit more to this setup over here, this food production setup. But there's not enough room for me on this platform to be farming berries. Right? So I think what I'd probably need is 10 plots for narco berries, at least. I don't use stimulants too much. Normally I'll use stimulants when I'm crafting, when I'm cooking in my cooker. And that's primarily the only reason that I use stimulants for anything. Or it's just for cooking recipes. But like narcotics are huge. And having access to narco is a big deal. So like maybe what I can do is because I put this right here on this threshold, maybe what I can do is just put a little walkway out the back of this and connect that there, and then bring this up front here and connect out there so that I have easy access to it from both upper and lower deck. But I'm not really sure. I do kind of like the way that this is kind of like fully separate from everything. It makes it difficult for if a wandering dino gets in here. I doubt they're going to be able to get down. I doubt that their cap will allow them to. But yeah, I think that's the plan. I think we can start doing that relatively quickly. But I gotta bring the rest of my diamonds back over here before I start thinking about that. And before we do that, and before I forget, we're gonna pull out some cooked meat. So I don't want to pull it out. We'll pull it out of one of these ones that have unlocked. Actually, what we're gonna do is pull out. We're gonna pull out these small ones. Because we're starting to get enough now that I should be able to do it without leaving myself hanging on how much turkey that I need. I don't like feeding, like, because it's so preserved. I don't like. I thought about using it for cat, for my Argentavis, to like store inventory. But then it was like they go through meat so quick that it's much easier and much more, what's the word? Much more, frugal, I guess. It's not the right word. It's not the word I really thinking of. But, it's much more, let's just say it's much more, it's more frugal for my meat reserves if I just kill things with cat as I fly around and get the raw meat, and then when I get back, any raw meat that's left, I can just any raw meat left, I can throw on the cooker and throw in the yeast to create more preserved meat. So I like having the preserved meat because now instead of once every 7 minutes I get more spoiled meat, or once every 30 minutes I get more spoiled meat, now it'll last for 7 days. So like now, they'll eat through this meat pretty quickly, I think. But at least I know I have 7 days of meat before anything starts to spoil. So now when I come up here from now on, there won't be that spoiled meat. You know, so that's why it's good to have a jerky factory, people. Always, always, always good to have a jerky factory. As far as cooked meat, look, we get more cooked meat. Turn this off. And now we're no longer wasting food. I have to go down to the bottom of the hill and check on my other dinos, and make sure that they're not like dying, or that they're down there. We're gonna just put all of this spoiled meat here. Put all that spoiled meat here. We're gonna go take a ride. What do you still got left? All right, your inventory. We're going to take a ride real quick down to my other dinos and make sure that they're all okay. Last time I went down here, my my dolphin had killed me. Oh yeah, I gotta check sure that you're stocked up. Oh good, yep. How's your food bar? Your food bar is good. Yeah, I came back down here and there was a dead megalodon in the water, and he was just sitting here with megalodon teeth in his inventory, and I was like, God damn, you took on a megalodon by yourself, and I wasn't even here. I guess at level 231, it's not as surprising, but like, damn. Damn. All right, let's check on my other dinos here. I gotta make sure that they are, and look, like they're, oh man, their egg production is so good. Turtle egg. So these guys give me my medium eggs, so this is just like a medium egg farm. I have way too many turtles now, but like, I had this many turtles and I still was not able to produce eggs at a viable rate. So I went and got this Xeno, who is a oviraptor, to boost their egg, and I still was not getting eggs at the rate that I needed or wanted them. So I ended up just pushing up the dino egg rate to like 10,000%. So now I come down here and there are eggs just sitting around, which is nice. I don't have to like sit here and wait for them to like lay eggs anymore. I can just come down here whenever. And there'll usually be a couple of eggs I can pick up. I'm here to check the feed. So, alright, so these are out of meat. Means now I can demolish this. I put a new one. Put a new one of these out here. Put a new feeding bin out here. And this has meat in it, so we're gonna have to go get some berries. Let's see. I'm gonna need the pterosaur. Lazarus! Lazarus, it's been a while, huh? Come on, Lazarus. We gotta go. We gotta go get some food. Oh, come on, dude. You're in the way, Boris. Boris, move. What are you doing? You haven't moved in forever, dude. Lazarus is my berry collector. And I know there are better berry collectors, like dinos that collect berries out there, but like Lazarus was one of the first tames I ever had. He's the longest tamed dino that I own. That passed away. Actually, the first tames that I ever had were dodos, I believe, and I was using them for farming. Hello? Oh. Hey guys, I'm gonna take a break for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. My mom stops over periodically. Well, usually about once a day she'll stop by and we'll just sit and have a drink or two together. So she's here now. So it's gonna be a minute. I think what I'm gonna do is just end like just stop the stream. Um um yeah, I'm just gonna pause the stream here, and then when I get back we'll turn it back on. What?